Oh! Oh, that's so strong! That's nothing compared to my old shitty one. So, Wuthering Waves just recently announced that there is going to be a new endgame mode in the upcoming version 2.1 called Whimpering Wastes. Okay, let's get it out of the fucking bag. Whimpering Wastes sucks. That name is ass. Turbo ass, as a matter of fact. Because I remember hearing around the Twitter space that in the JP and Korean versions, the name actually sounds so much nicer. Yeah, imagine calling it like, if you type on fucking YouTube, it's called Weewa. Like, dude, it's like woo-wah, wee-wah guy. That's a tongue twister and a half. Anyways, let's read through this. Dear Rovers, we're excited to announce that the upcoming version 2.1 update will introduce a brand new permanent weekly challenge mode. So weekly challenge mode, right? Whimpering Wastes, wee-wah. Kind of sounds a little too similar to Wuthering Waves. So it's like Wuthering Waves, Whimpering Wastes. Damn. That's a rhyme and a half. To accommodate alliteration, sorry. To accommodate this edition, we'll be adjusting the opening times for the next Tower Varsity has its own challenge. Here's the new schedule for next TOA. It is Feb 3rd till March 3rd, 3 a.m. server time. So basically, it's going to be extended to a whole ass month, right? So now we don't have no more TOA for like the next month. We have to wait monthly for the fucking TOA. Okay, let's talk about a few things though. There's a couple things I want to talk about with this. First, timeline. Yeah, let's talk timeline first. A month, yeah, a month basically. Since they're gonna be adding a new game mode, you know what I prefer they would do? I would prefer that they do something similar to HSR where it overlaps. Right. So for example, right? Listen, Weewa, for example, let's just to make it easy for numbers' sake, let's do January 1st to January 7th, right? For example, January 1st to January 7th is Weewa. And then on January 6th, they open up TOA. So it kind of like almost overlaps. People will actually never run out of things to do because literally they don't have to wait a whole week for it to reset because just before it resets, they'll have another thing to do completely. And then so on and so forth, and then like it overlaps like this, like Weewa, and then, you know, kind of like HSR's mechanic, how like MOC, APOC, and PF kind of overlap. So basically, people always have something to do within the week. I kind of prefer it like that. But let's see, maybe I'm thinking like this is a beta test of some sorts. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe down the future they're gonna be like, or right now they're like, okay, you know what? We're gonna introduce this new game mode called fucking Weewa for some reason. And then we'll set up this schedule, and then as people do beta, we'll technically like test the players. We'll beta test the players, see how this goes, and then later down the road, they'll be like, okay, so we're gonna this is gonna be the new schedule, new rewards, new challenges, yada yada yada, stuff like that. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, let's talk about. Okay, this is where I want to get your thoughts on it. Or before we move on, any thoughts, questions, concerns on the time frame? I personally don't really like it when you have to do TOA every month and then Weewa once a week. I would prefer them to kind of overlap the schedule, similar to what HSR does. So then we never have nothing to do each week, right? Any thoughts, questions, concerns? If so, we're moving on. Okay, next. Now, let's talk about the actual game mechanics. What do you guys think, right, the game mechanics of Weewa will be, right? Is it going to be similar to, or is it going to be like a DPS check like TOA, or is it going to be a skill check like holograms, right? I can almost guarantee you this is going to be another like roster check, or maybe like a bit of both, like roster and skill check. But in general, like I don't really know. I can't really say, hey Varian, how's it going? DPS check 100%? Neither? Well, it can't be neither. It's gotta be one or the other or both. So like what do you guys think? I think it's gonna be like, I personally think it's gonna be like both. Okay, listen. I think I know the reason why they're doing this. All right, I have like I think three possible theories why they're doing this. Number one, it's because people are bitching that the TOA is hard. So maybe this new challenge mode will be easier compared to TOA, which actually I'm against. Number two is they're doing, like, let's say, the beta testing of endgame stuff, right? And then the third would be I forgot what my point. I forgot what my point was for the third one, but it's something. Well, we'll get back to it if I remember. TOA hard? Well, for most people, yes. Actually, I think that people complain TOA is hard, so assume next would be stage 2. But how many wave can you clear score? Yeah, something like pincer maneuver, right? So how many points can you get within a certain amount of time? Right? But Jimmy, you gotta understand, bro. Like, there's only actually a small amount of people that can actually... I mean, I'm most likely inclined to believe there's only a small amount of people who can actually clear TOA full 30-30, overdrive included. I think the vast majority of people still can't even clear TOA until today, even if they were like day 1, day 5, day 10, 15, so on and so forth. Players that actually cannot clear the TOA. I feel like they're in the majority of people, right? If it's fresh and fun for most people, do them all for... Yeah, no, same. Totally agree. Like I was saying before, I actually want this, contrary to what most people say or would want, I actually want this permanent weekly challenge mode to be hard. Like, not hard for the sake of being hard, right? I want it to be like skill-based. Like hard because of skill. Even if you have like really strong characters, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, then you're gonna fail. You really kind of have to know how to play the game if you want to succeed, right? That's one of the things I hate the most. It's like timed. I hate being timed. I would prefer... One of the things I would prefer actually is somewhere similar to like the pincer event where... Or no, sorry, the Dream Patrol. Something like the Dream Patrol where you hit specific criteria and milestones, and for you to be able to go to the next stage, however many stages there are, you must hit those like maybe 3 or 5 milestones, and they get increasingly harder and harder to hit. And there will be a point system based on how many challenges you can complete. So there's like a limit, right? There's a limit of points that you have to hit before you can move on to the next stage, and then there's like a minimum for you to be able to get the asteroids. So kind of similar to just an how events work, right? Maybe they should add a timer, but a timer not meant to build pressure, but as a timer to like, okay, we'll give you like 10 fucking minutes, or like 5 minutes to do this stage. If you can't do it, then you're fucking, you're nada. But the time you clear it doesn't affect your overall score. It's just there so you don't AFK forever. Right? Like, you don't AFK forever, and you don't abuse the fact that there's no time. You can just keep going forever and ever and ever. After a certain time, you lose some points if you haven't cleared it. I wouldn't say lose points. I'd say it just automatically ends. Right? It ends how many points you finish with. If it was a mix of parkour and fighting, I'd be so down, even using the new Arena Seated glider. Yeah, like, it doesn't even have to be fighting. I like that. It doesn't even have to be fighting. It could be like puzzles, it could be parkour, it could be multitudes of other things, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be fighting, although I would prefer fighting, because fighting would be very fun. Todd Father, welcome in. Thank you so much for following. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Yeah, anyways, those are pretty much my thoughts on how I would like the gameplay to be. I would like it to be similar to Dream Patrol, where you would hit specific criteria, how many points you have, that minimum will allow you to move forward along the stages, and then kind of similar to TOA, milestones will be hit depending how much milestones you have. That's the rewards, right? The total amount of rewards that you can get. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the timer will just be there. The timer will just be there so that you don't fucking abuse the fact that you can just do it forever, do as many takes as you want. No, 5 minutes, you're done. How much points you have, you're done. That's it. You gotta redo the whole fucking thing. That's pretty much it. What about you guys? What do you guys think? What else do we want to talk? What else do you want to talk about, to be honest? Rewards. Now, this is very important. Rewards. I almost forgot about that. Let's talk rewards. Let me get a drink first. So currently, the rewards are 700 asterite total per 30 clear, and we do it 2 times a week, so we get about 1,400 asterites per month. I don't think they're gonna increase their rewards. It doesn't seem like there's any incentive for them to do so. Instead, what I would like them to do is split, right? So you get 4 weeks, and you have 2 endgame modes, and you have to hit a 1,400 asteroid per month minimum, right? I'm okay for increasing, but no decreasing. Right? If they do this and they decrease their rewards, I'm not gonna like that. But if they keep it the same, awesome. If they increase it, even better. So, what I would like them to see is what I would like to see them do is, if you look at it in like directly, yes, it's a very small reward, but if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, like the big picture, it will be the same, right? So if you guys remember, I was talking about how the dates would overlap, right? So Wiwa and then TOA and then Wiwa TOA until the full week. So 4 weeks. 2 weeks of Wiwa, 2 weeks of TOA. So instead of giving 700 per TOA like every 2 weeks, they could do 350 per week. 350 per week times 4 is 1400 asteroid. It might suck. Like I said, again, it might suck if you're looking at it like directly, but if you look at the big picture, it will balance out. I hope if they increase the rewards, that'd be very nice, but I don't think they would. I mean, like I said, they don't really have any incentive. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping they could have done instead. But I mean, they already decided how this will be, so I guess that one was just like something that I wanted to see them do, but you know, it obviously doesn't line up, because now how the fuck are they gonna balance the rewards if the TOA is every month, assuming it's even still 700, and then Wiwa, right? How is that gonna work? So doing the math, so Wiwa has to be something along the lines of like, Wiwa is gonna need about 175 per week if they want to equal things out. If they want to equal the rewards that they have now with TOA every 2 weeks, Wiwa is gonna be like 175 every week. I really wish they changed the name. It's getting annoying, funny at the same time, calling it Wiwa. Yeah, the name definitely needs a lot of work. But I hope it's not final with the name. It might be. It might be. If it is, well, I guess we're just gonna have to get ready for it. You know, there's really nothing we can do if they make it final. Maybe if we complain to the devs, they'll change it. If we complain enough, I'm sure they'll change it. Because like I said, in the JP and Korean translations, it sounds much better. But anyways, yeah, I hope they don't decrease it. Right, I hope they don't decrease it. I hope they increase. Increasing it would be nice, but I don't see them doing it. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, let's take a look at some of the comments. This is where I got my information from. It was really funny. Right, well, there it goes. Hope new mode gives same or more asteroids and TOA. We'll see. I don't know. Might be a good or bad. Yes, I want to talk about this too. Might be a good thing or bad thing. Like, it depends on how endgame works, how much rewards are given, and whether there would be more adjustments rather than the schedule. At this point, it's too early to discuss anything. Oh, we're going off with speculation at this point, right? But yes, exactly what this person said. We don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. We don't know. We literally don't know until it comes out. And then we'll go from there. And this person also said, yeah, please don't make it pincer attack. Yeah, the last pincer attack maneuver was dog shit. Where was that? Yeah, that's the Woo-Wah Wee-Wah guide. One of the dumbest. Imagine searching that up on fucking YouTube. It's like how to clear Wee-Wah in Woo-Wah. Woo-Wah Wee-Wah guide. See, here it is. Here it is. Look. How about this? The JP name is something called Song of Death in the Sea Ruins. Now listen, all right? Hold on. I'll actually pull up Ryuhu Sensei's tweet the other day that I saw. Here. Look at this. Look at this. All right. This new mode, Whimpering Waste, has a much cooler name in Japanese, which translates to Oceanic Ruins Death Knell. Literally, ruins of the sea draped in the Song of Death. Why does that sound so much cooler than Whimpering Wastes? Dude! It's so bad. They did not fucking cook with a title. It is Giga Turbo ass. Holy moly, cannoli, we're stuck out. Yeah, we're stuck out here with Whimpering fucking Wastes. Right. And even here in Spanish, apparently, the name is Olas Clamantes. Something like clamoring waves or crying waves. Which sounds so much better. So much better. Exactly. Look, even in the Korean translation. Look, it's even better. Requiem and the ruins beneath the ocean. Why does that sound cool? Yeah, they could literally just call it R&R. R&R. God, that's so fucking lame, dude. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think the new endgame will be. If you're looking forward to it, if you're excited, or if you're not. And that's pretty much the end of the video. Peace.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying